Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how I apply my nail tips with the solid nail glue gel. I've done it before, but I just figured I was applying my tips, so I figured I would do an updated video. I will be using the solid nail glue gel from Cora. I love this glue. It's super user friendly, as you will see. These are the extra short coffin nail tips from the Painted Desert. I saved a little bit of time in the video and I went ahead and pre-etched them. I did my cuticle work. I did all the things so I was ready to actually put the tips on. I used the Model 1's dehydrator and primer when I'm doing my tips for longevity. I'm also going to be using this new color rubber base on top of my nail tips just for a little bit of strength and a natural color. I was not getting the full color payoff that I wanted from doing showing y'all the color. Now y'all can see it's a soft pink, but I wanted to turn on my flash so that y'all could actually really see the color that it is. So it is a super sparkly pink. It is gorgeous. It's probably going to be my go-to color now for my base when I'm doing my nails. This is what they looked like when I just did the rubber base on my natural nails, but I just buffed the top coat off. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Go show daddy. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm outside with my babies, and he came to show me that the dog ate something. All right, so I'm going to be using this hand rest. This is Glistening Sapphire. It's a hand rest from Liquid Layers. It comes with the feet on it, so it's not going to move as you're doing your nails. It's just going to stay put because the little feet are sticky and they keep it pretty much stuck like to your table or to your mat. So no worries about it running around the table on you. It's one of my favorite things to use. I really like to use it when I do my daughter's nails because their whole hand fits on there and it keeps it steady. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my dehydrator. I like to do 2 layers of dehydrator because that first one just for me doesn't feel like it does like the job. So I'll do one full hand of dehydrator and then I'll go back and do just like a little bit of another swipe on all the nails just to make sure that all of the oils, all of the everything, the dust particles, oils, anything is off the nails so that they will be ready to go. And then after I do that, I'm going to put the dehydrator to the side because I have actually found a new trick. I've been watching Journeys by Jade recently, and I saw her use the Model 1's dehydrator to etch the inside of the tips. So that's what I'm going to be using it for as well. Also, I caught a really good sparkle of the rubber base underneath the tips, so I just wanted to show y'all. I just put these ones on right before I started recording because I really don't like to do my non-dominant hand or do my dominant hand on camera as much just because it's a lot harder for me to do so already. So to put it on camera, it just makes it like that much harder. Even though I have done it before, I do it occasionally. I just wasn't feeling like it today. So I went ahead and got the tips on my right hand and I just figured I would record showing you the left. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm putting the primer on my nails. I have found that I do a very thin layer and I have to be very precise with the primer and I have to get all the way to the edges, to the sidewalls, to the free edge. I have to get everything precise, otherwise my nails don't like to stay on as long. Now I haven't had any problems. Now when I do it this way, I have no pop-offs, no lifting and nothing. I did these nails a little while ago, I'd say over a week ago. And I needed a fill and literally nothing had lifted or anything like that. I just filed a little bit and then just did a small fill and they were ready to go. So this dehydrator and this primer, they work wonders. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to wait like a minute or two for the primer to dry. And then I'm going to go in with my gel base coat. Well, actually, yeah. Okay. Going with my gel base coat because I'm going to use the solid glue gel. I forgot what I was doing for a second because it's been so long. I will wait for the primer to dry and then I will go in with my gel base coat and I will apply a very thin layer and I'm very precise. I have to cover the entire nail all the way to the free edge to make sure that I get a good adhesion with the glue gel. So I'm going to do this for all of the nails. I make sure that I don't get any on my skin, and if I do, I try to clean it off immediately. But with the nails being so short, I mean, sometimes it's really hard for me. Now, some people think that long nails are really hard to paint, but goodness gracious, painting these nails is really hard, but like when I go to paint my 2-year-old's nails, I like struggle. I have the hardest time painting them short, little, teeny tiny nails, and don't even get me started on her little toenails. Oh, it's so hard to not get anything on the skin, but I take my time. Sometimes it takes a little longer than I would like, but getting no product on your skin is always the goal. On top of obviously doing it correctly and making sure everything is straight and all of the things like that. But getting no product on the skin is like one of my main goals. So I just like to make sure that I do it correctly. Also, I saved my thumb for last. So now that I got the gel base on the 4 fingers, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the nail lamp just because I like to do my thumb last. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a full cure for 30 seconds, and then it is time to go ahead and get started on the tips. So this little handy doodad is the builder gel station, and it holds the top in there just like that so that it's not going to fly everywhere. You don't lose it, you don't misplace it, it doesn't fall off the table, it's not in the way. And then the builder gel just kind of like will hold there, but right now I'm just using the glue gel. All right. So we've got our little station set up. It's got the hand rest, it's got the gel holder. Now we are going to do the primer inside. Now I shouldn't have wiped it off with that little brush because I used that to wipe off my dip powder, so it was like super sparkly and got some stuff in there, and I was just not a happy camper. So I took it off camera just to wipe it out. Now I'm gonna take the dehydrator, and I already pre-etched the inside of the tips because I want these to stay on for a little while. Like, it's almost been 2 weeks and I still have them on. I'm still rocking with them. So I mean, I have no problems with any lifting or anything if I do it this way. This is my second time doing it this way, so I figured I would show y'all, and I love it. Also, I etched the outside. I know y'all can see some of it's not like clearing at all. I do etch the outside of the tip near the cuticle line as well, just to get that extra little bit. I mean, I want the cuticle line area where the nail attaches to be as thin as possible, just because it makes it look more natural. So I file the outside before I put the tip on, just because I've found that once I do that I don't have to file near my cuticle as much, and I have less of a chance of like cutting up my cuticles at the end. Even though I've been doing a lot better with that, I still find that I am cutting them up just a little bit, especially after fresh tips, because I want to get so close and make everything look so flush. So I figured found out that this helps just a little bit. I've been picking up some tips and tricks from certain people that I've been watching. C's tutorials, Journeys by Jade. I watch lots of different people that do lots of different things, and I just take little tips and tricks from everybody. So now that we have our dehydrator on the tips, I am just going to take the tip. I'm going to scoop out a little bit of glue gel. And y'all, I need to wear gloves when I do this, but for me, it's just, I don't think sometimes. So don't touch the gel if you can help it. Just try not to touch the gel. And you don't really need a lot. But another thing is that the tip will stay put on the nail while you like clean up the sides, any excess that has the head come off. It'll stay put. Like, you don't have to use a clip, or you don't have to hold it and like rush to go under the lamp. I also am showing you that I left like the smallest bit of room at the cuticle line, just because I did find that if you do the tip with like a little bit of an overlay method, it helps the tip grow out like a lot better, and you don't have as big of a gap when you have the grow out. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I found that if you leave just a little bit of room from the cuticle line, it seals better and it looks better. And when I put the rubber base on top, y'all, it looks so good. So I give it just a quick little cure when I'm done with each finger, just about 5 seconds of a cure just under my little lamp, just to make sure that it does not like move around while I'm doing my other nails. Once I get it to the position that I like, I just kind of like cure just a little bit, and then at the end I will full cure all of the nails. But also, using a wooden tool is probably not the best. I should have pulled out my silicone tool to do this, but I didn't. So here we are using this wooden tool, which is like super sticky. The glue gel sticks to the wooden tool, unless you like dip it in alcohol or something. You can dip it in alcohol, you can dip it in acetone, but I just choose to like not dip it in anything and struggle the whole time, apparently. But this just an easy way to do these tips, honestly. And I just really wanted to show y'all because, I mean, for y'all that struggle with tips and getting them on straight or struggle with them in general, like this to me has been the easiest way to do tips if I'm going to use a gel product to adhere them. Solid glue gel, non-sticky builder gel, those types of consistencies are like my favorite because you don't have to hold the tip while you're putting it under the lamp. You can let go of the tip. You can make sure it's in place. It's not like a rush to cure it before you get an air bubble type thing. It's super beginner friendly. It's like the Apres Novice, their Extend Gel Novice as well, if you've heard of that one. This is like the same thing as that. I don't know the price difference because I didn't care to look. I had this one and I just decided to show y'all me using it. You know? I've used it before and I love it. And yeah, there's that. Do I know if it's HEMA free? Nope. But I will put that in the description box when I officially get the video uploaded. So as of now, I do not know, but I don't know. For me, I don't have any allergies and I'm really, really careful. So I use it and I just stay really careful. But I mean, if you do have allergies, I'll make sure to list it in the description box, whether it is or whether it isn't, so that you know whether or not you can use it. So I'm just going to show y'all me putting all of the tips on. So that ring finger is a bear. It is crooked. So I had to decide which way I wanted it to be straight and which way would be the straightest or how to get it straight. Look at that middle finger. We got the middle finger almost on like perfect. See that? Had to make sure. Because also with using the glue gel like this, I've also found that if you have really flat nail beds like I do, and you want to wear like sculpted tips, you just use the glue to fill up that extra little bit of a gap that you would have, and you can still wear them. So it helps fill in any gaps between the tip and your nail that you may have. So I thought that was really fun. That's really an awesome thing to have. You can also use the glue gel to adhere rhinestones. You can use it to like do like 3D art as well. I haven't tried the 3D art part, but I have used it to put some rhinestones on like some of the big ones that are like a pointy back, not a flat back, like the ones that need that extra stuff around it. So that's really fun. I mean, it's just kind of really whatever you want to use it for. So there is that. Oh, I'd say like always play around with the items that you have because you might be able to use them for something other than just to glue like tips on. So if you're like, hey, I need something for this, go ahead and look it up. You know, you might be able to use what you already have. So for this one, I got a little bit of a bubble right there, but all I did was take my orange wood stick and just pop it. It wouldn't have hurt anything. Like the bubble would have been, I'm sorry. ZZ, don't be so loud, baby. He's playing. It was his dinosaurs. Sorry, he's so loud. But yeah, applying with this gel is so easy. And now once I get all of them on, I went ahead and put everything into my full size lamp so that I can get everything just cured. I go ahead and I think I do a 15-second cure, and then I put the gel base on my thumb, and then I cure the gel base on my thumb for 30 seconds so that by the time that I come out, I will be ready to go ahead and do the thumb so I can show y'all the thumb as well. Now for me and my fingers being so crooked, it's really, really hard for me to get my tips on straight. I have like the hardest time because my fingers curve, my index finger, my ring finger curve inwards. So just trying to get them perfectly straight is like the hardest thing for me. But I'm getting better. I've been doing tips for over 2 years now, and it's still a struggle, y'all. So one day at a time, one application at a time. Just try to do better next time. Learn something and try to do better. You see, I wanted to show y'all, like, look at how my finger goes crooked that way. Like, isn't that wild? I wanted to show you that you're not alone. This finger is like so hard. But then when you put it straight, the tip goes crooked inwards. So it's like, what the actual heck is going on? But like my whole finger goes crooked. So just a little food for thought, you know, just showing y'all that it's not always perfect. Things don't always work out great. You just gotta work with what you got. I mean, I don't generally curl my hands like that in front of people. I don't generally move my hands like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. You just try to get it as straight as you can. And if it doesn't go on perfectly straight, you can either soak it off, file it off, or file the tip and fix it. So, I went ahead and gave it like a little bit of a flash cure just for a couple of seconds. So we've got everything secured in there. And now I went ahead and put everything in the lamp. Did the gel base on the thumb so that y'all can see it. I wanted y'all to see me applying all of the tips. Like, I didn't want to skip any of them. I could have just skipped the thumb, but I just wanted to show y'all that it is super easy, super beginner friendly. Like, it takes really no time at all to do it. And with doing the glue gel, I don't know if you can... Whoa. Beetle just hit me in the face. Sitting outside in nature with the kids is always so fun. If you notice, I put the tip on my nail just a little bit further up towards the middle of my nail, and then I slide it down. That's just so that I can get some of the glue gel. You see how much popped off at the cuticle line? It's just so hopefully that doesn't happen a lot. It like smooths it out, if that makes any sense. It like pushes it more up the nail than having it all come out the cuticle area. But that's just my method. I just really wanted to show y'all how easy it is to work with this. And then you really, really want to make sure that you're getting all of the glue off your skin before you're curing it. I cannot stress that enough. I know that a ton of people have gotten gel allergies and all of those things, and I really, really don't want y'all to be like copying me or doing something that I'm saying to do or that you're seeing me do and then get a gel allergy. That would be so bad, and I would really hate that for you. So please, please, please clean up everything that you do get on your skin and try your darndest to not get any on your skin. Also, if you're working with putting tips on, you want to make sure you get them like as perfect as possible, because nobody likes to soak off. I mean, if you do, then you might be the only one that does. Because, I mean, I don't really like to soak off. I don't know anybody that does. It's time consuming and all the other things, but you can use a peel base underneath your tips. But I really wanted them to last because it's starting to get really nice outside, and it's just easier to have my tips on already. But I am going to be starting to play with press-ons like I had said. This was just kind of like my last set, just to kind of let my nails just have a break for a little while, just put this on so I could do color on top. But I really, really want to start doing some press-ons, making some press-ons and applying them, because I really, really am dying to show y'all Carole Lynette's or Color Me Carole, her press-off. I want to show y'all that more, and being able to do your nails, have the press-ons, and then remove them in less than 10 minutes. Like, y'all, that is game-changing. I can't wait to show y'all that more. So stay tuned for that. I will be showing y'all more of that. But for now, we're going to stick with the solid glue gel, and the nails are holding, hanging on strong. It comes off the same way any other glue gel comes off. I just file down as far as I can and friggin' just soak them off. You know, there's not really much to it. But here we are. Everything is all taken care of. Everything is looking good. Sorry, I bumped the camera, y'all. But now all that's left to do is to file everything, to file the top. Oh, so the 3-in-1 solid glue gel, right? I show y'all what y'all can use it for. It says nail glue, rhinestone adhesive, and yeah, model nail gel. So you can do it like that. I haven't done that though. So if you try it, you'll have to let me know how that goes. So now I'm going to use this skinny mandrel bit and I think that's a 150 grit, and I'm just going to put my nail file on 5,000 RPMs, and I'm just going to go around and try to clean up the rest of that excess solid glue that kind of seeped out and cured on. Just kind of go flush at the cuticle line. I don't like to go very high. I know it looks like the drill is kind of like stuttering a little bit, but I don't like to go higher on my cuticle line. I don't even care, because if I miss and I hurt myself, I get really upset. So I just try to really just do my best when it comes to e-filing. I am self-taught 100%, including with my e-file. So, I mean, I do what works for me. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing something that doesn't work for you. If you feel like you can go higher, go higher. But that's on you. I'm comfortable at 5,000 around my cuticle line, so that's what I do. Also, I am removing the shine from the nail tip so that the rubber base will have a good layer to stick to. Gels don't generally like to stick to smooth surfaces, so I'm just going to rough up the whole nail tip so that everything will be ready. And then once I get done with this, I'm going to do all of the rest of my nails off camera so that they are all ready to go. and I don't show y'all this repetitiveness on this video. But generally I will just do the same thing. I'll take a hand file and I'll clean up the sides. There's always that tip at the free edge of the nail tip, or that little nub thing. Please make sure you file that off. Like, that's not supposed to be there, y'all. I don't know if nobody told y'all that little nub at the free edge is not supposed to be there. Okay, so if nobody told you, I just did. So now you have no excuses. It just is not supposed to be there. Make sure you just file it off, get a clean shape. So here's what we're looking like. I'm going to go ahead and knock out the rest of the nails so that we are going to be ready to do the rubber base. Now, if y'all want to see me apply the rubber base to this hand, y'all are going to have to come watch my next video, because in my next video, I'm going to be using this gorgeous rubber base that I showed y'all at the beginning, and I'm going to be applying it. Here is what it looks like. So I hope y'all join me in the next video to check out how I apply rubber base to all of my nails. I do a very in-depth tutorial of it, but this video just got ridiculously long, and I did not want to have y'all here for 40 minutes. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to catch y'all in the next video.